Hey everyone, my name is Max, welcome to my channel, and I'm at 42 Gear Street with Andrew, Mr. Andrew Ferris, the Guitar Geek.
Only my mother calls me Andrew. Now my mother and Max Solo from Max Solo Music.
I thought you were going to say that only my mother calls me the Mr. Guitar Geek.
Guitar Geek, your dinner's ready!
Yeah, go to bed now!
You've got a Strat there, mate. What are we talking about in this video?
Yeah, so this is the part two. The part two
or do you have a Strat? We don't know.
I do have a Strat.
Okay, that's that decided.
At home. So anyway, so this is the part two of what we call what makes a Strat video, and which guitar is a Stratier Strat.
They turned the camera off me because I was wiping my face. How dare you? Yeah. That's a feature, not a mistake.
Meet Mr. Ferris, everyone. In the first part of this video, we briefly played both of these guitars, and we didn't express much of an opinion on those, right? And that's what we're going to do now. And I'll let you do that first.
Well, I've got a Maybach. I can't remember, Stradivarius, I think they call it?
Something like that.
I think it's the Maybach Stradivarius, and it is an S-type guitar with a humbucker at the bridge and then two single coils in the rest of the guitar. We've got volume, tone, tone, and a 5-way switch. I think a rosewood fretboard. I'm almost certain it is, but I don't want to really stick my neck out. I can't believe I said that as an accident. Maple neck, 6 tuners, a 2-point trem system, which came up in the last video.
Yeah.
But it's got 6 individual saddles. We've got no trem arm on this, and it's a sort of champagne gold. Would you say that?
Probably, yeah. But it's relict. Both guitars are relict. Nicely relict, I should say. Mm-hmm. Well, I have Friedman. I don't know what they call it.
It's on the back of the
Vintage-S. Vintage-S. Made in the US. That one is made in Europe, probably Czech Republic.
Czech Republic.
Yeah. So they are very similar from one perspective, but slightly different from some other perspectives. Let's put it this way: they have different necks, right?
Yes.
So this one is you would call it satin, right?
Satin finish. It's not super relic where they've taken away all the finish, but it's satinized.
I would say this is a faster neck than that one.
Yes, definitely. This is not satin. This is gloss, and it's. I don't want to say it's sticky, but
it kind of is.
It's sticky.
It's very warm here, so
yeah.
I tend to stuck on that.
Yeah, I'm stick. But weirdly, I feel that during this video I played better on this guitar than I did that one, even though my heart says that I enjoy that guitar more.
What I found out that I like different things about both of these guitars. So if I would be picking a perfect guitar, I'd probably put some of these features together,
okay,
and make another one. So for example, in this guitar, I like the tremolo. It's a 2-point tremolo, but I kind of enjoy these modern saddles more than these vintage-looking saddles. If you could give me a close-up on this one, please. Yeah, here we go. Look, it's a 2-point tremolo, but it has this kind of, I don't know what they call them, but vintage-looking saddles.
Rolled steel.
Here we go. I enjoy these more.
Or bent steel.
At the same time, we have only 2 knobs on this guitar, which I would personally prefer, instead of 3, even though it makes it less of a Strat in a way, right? Does it?
Yes, it does make it less of a traditional Strat. Does it stop you getting all of the available Strat tones even though you have a humbucker?
No.
It does stop you from having. So if I had the 4th position here. So I could have a different tone there if I roll. Oh no, that's that one. Okay, they haven't wired it to the bridge. Man, these lights. In the 4th position, I've got 2-tone controls. No, I haven't. Oh, that's odd. You would think
It's an alternative
Oh, I like that.
wiring.
Yeah, so I like it, but I'm not the
Volume?
kind of... I like it, thank you, Max. But I'm not the kind of person that would mess around too much with tone like that. However,
I never touch it.
with this with this guitar, I would like to have the humbucker full on, no tone control,
Yeah.
and then have a slightly rolled, one of these two slightly rolled back on that position there.
I would have everything at 100%, just all the time.
I said I would like. Most of the time they're on full 10, including the volume, and then I would just ride the volume a little bit.
Yep.
The balance is pretty good. So
Yep.
if we...
There's no volume drop.
I'd even argue that that neck sounds louder.
Yeah. It does. It's brighter and sharper somehow. It cuts through.
Yes.
What about this one? It's kind of the same here. Right?
It might be the studio we're in and the fact that we're running through.
Yeah, we'll have to hear it
monitors
at home.
It might be sounding different to you, but certainly those frequencies are jumping out more from that pickup. Mm-hmm. Where were we? So what were you saying about Strats?
So here's what I want to say
Something
about
else.
these two. They are not 100% traditional. So it's like none of them is like 100% a Strat.
Well, neither is a Fender.
Yeah, but both of them have traditional features in a different way. Like the tremolo saddles and tuners here. What about this one?
Well, it's kind of like both companies took a Fender and did slightly different things with it.
Yeah.
But made different choices, as you've just said. But so the choices made for this, I think the body on this feels more 60s, and we've got a rosewood fretboard, so I would argue that probably is based more around the 60s.
Probably.
But you've got a more 50s thicker neck on it, and the body seems a little bit more, it seems a little bit narrower up here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's got more curves.
Here, right here. Yeah. Altogether, I would say I'd love to spend more time with both of them to, be able to say more. So from now on, I cannot really tell which one I like more. Because I kind of like both of them.
I can tell you that if I had to take one of these guitars home, right now I would go for the Friedman.
I'll probably go for this one, for the Maybach, for a few reasons. Bigger frets, the tremolo, tuners, but the string tree, we have Graphtec here, and that one will definitely cause tuning problems.
Yeah.
So it's like, none of them is 100%
Do we know the price
satisfying
points
for
on these?
me.
What are the... Whoops, I just kicked the mic. Sorry, everybody, kick the mic then.
Where were we?
Do we have price points on these guitars? Because you chose them.
I'll give you some links in the description below as always, but please use them because every time you do, it brings happiness and joy to me and sometimes to Andy too. So
nice.
please do.
That's lovely.
Well, we're pretty much done with these two. So right now, I'll give you some sound examples on both of these guitars. And you tell me, and Andy, which one is Strat here, right? Shall we?
Let's do it.
And by the way, you'll find some nice, beautiful close-ups of both of these guitars on my Instagram. I'll give you a link below, as always.
Follow me as well. Max, thanks for having me on the channel. It's a pleasure. Firstly, a pleasure spending time with you, but also nice to meet you guys. Some of you may not know me. Some of you may be Strat players, some of you may not. So I'm interested to know what you're going to write underneath this video.
Thank you, Andy, for joining me.
No, it's a pleasure.
At the end of the video, as always, we'll find a link to Andy's channel. Check it out. He's got some very entertaining content, which is a lot of fun to watch, I would say.
It's the kind of thing my mum would say about he's got a very interesting job.
Guitar Geek!
Yeah, Guitar Geek, come down for your breakfast. What we to mix?
All right, thanks everyone. I think that's it for now. Check the hashtag 42GS2. Thanks to Henning Pauli for having us here in his living room.
This is his living room.
Yeah. Well, that's it for now. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Wow, you've made it to the end of this video, and I'm very happy about that because first I can say thanks, and second, not many people make it this far. It would be really great to hear back from you in the comments below, not necessarily about the topic of the video, but just, to say hi, for example. If for some reason you like what I do here on this channel and want to support me, there's Patreon, I'll give you a link to that in the description below, and other than that, subscribe or don't subscribe, whatever you feel like. That's it for now, and I'll see you in the next video someday soon.